Hmm.
Do not work with drawers very well, FYI.
Hmm.
Because, well, yeah.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, setting priority.
Right. And okay, that doesn't work. Okay. And okay. Why is this not working? Hmm. Hmm. Weird. Okay. Hmm. Wow. Uh, keybinds. Does this work? Oh, that doesn't. Okay, the Stream Deck has Discord functionality now. Yes.
welcome to Yoda Soda Creations podcast. Screw for reasons.
Yeah, it's been a busy week. Yeah, just got home around around 6ish, 6:30. Yeah, today was the open house at the place I work at, and yeah, I was standing outside for the better part of 5 hours. Yeah. On the plus side, I got my desk, got that all set up. Some stuff may need a bit of fine tuning after I've set everything up, but that's fine. Whatever. I I got a Quest 3 headset. At some point, I might switch over to the Immersed app just so I can get a few extra screens. It's like, ooh, this is gonna be great for multitasking. uh, but yeah. Also, slight side note, but at some point I may have to dip out for a few minutes because I don't know when they're coming back. My cousin and his wife are bringing their gecko back from her mom's place, and they need help bringing the cage back up. So when that happens, I'll let you know. And yeah, Eh. The downside to moving everything is it turns out that when you unplug the Stream Deck, it actually it doesn't save all the things you've set up. So yeah, I have to gradually put all the hotkeys back. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but yeah, other than that, I haven't really gotten much done just because like I'm working from Wednesday till today, and yeah. And then next week I start work on Tuesday, but thankfully I don't have to work any weekends for the rest of the month, so yeah. But yeah, I have like one day of rest before it's like, oh hey, a black tie dinner. uh, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, I haven't got any streaming done in a while, just because like I haven't had any time, and I did actually pack stuff away for when I got the desk in, so not that not that would really matter with the 3DS, just because like that's just a micro USB cord. Uh, but yeah, it's been it's been a thing. God, I'm sore. But yeah, that was my week. Busy and not much productivity, but it is what it is. I mean, that's December for you, you know. Always the busiest month of the year at work. Anyway, how's your week? Yeah, week, yeah.
Always fruits to labor. Anyway, gonna come in a certain area. I will put more details into that later. Although, having some difficulty with this week, but hopefully it won't be too difficult.
Hmm.
should I say month? Given how much time there's certain events. Either way, it's going to be a bit of an interesting ride on that front.
Hmm. Okay.
Wednesday was different. As always, we have a list of films and special effect ones around this time of year. So, got one of those out of the way. Got one of those out of the way that day. Spend a bit of Friday night in Puyallup. Especially the festivities down at the fairgrounds during this time of year.
Okay.
Kind of see if I want to be able to come in a certain challenges for the time of year.
Hmm.
So let's see what they came up with.
Yep. Yeah.
Did a little bit better with rice cooker noodles. exactly what the season will bring, but with the few certain things happening, I'll need to mentally prepare myself again.
Right. Sorry if it seems like I'm a little out of it. It's because I am.
Usual stuff on Friday as well. Another movie night Saturday. Sorry, I'm not going to film the cover there in a second here. And then, and before that was Honda Classic Test Shoot the Spring. Was able to work on the shoot before and after. Another round of hopefully normal Sunday routines during the cabin off season.
Mm-hmm.
Session of Zeke and Jump, and then, as I mentioned, the rice cooker noodles. few things planned for this coming month, including a at long list concert plans. Yeah, hopefully some issues considered. So that's what's it? Any more trouble?
Yeah.
On the front, I'll get to.
Ooh. Huh. Didn't finish this up yet. Right. So we have finally reached currently the end of Netflix ponies. There's also another YouTube one, but we'll get to that after Netflix. After I, I was about to say after that ad, it'll be like the YouTube thing first. But then I remembered, oh right, this is the last Netflix one. uh, so yeah, when last we left off, the group defeated Opaline, trapping her inside a tree, which surely will not come to backfire in any way whatsoever in the future. And a portal opened up, or something happened, and yeah, point is, a portal opened up, and now they're in this snowy land, and there's this village, and like, yeah, it's all like, uh, they're acting pretty weird. And it's like, hold on, but yeah, it's actually one of the special episode, extended special episodes, Secrets of Starlight. On one hand, for fans, for unfortunately everyone's favorite Glimgla doesn't has nothing to do with this. On the other hand, small village in the middle of nowhere, with everyone with like creepy, happy faces and being manipulated. It's like, huh. Season 5 Starlight would approve. But yeah, we get to meet some new characters, and we find our new villain that we'll be following, Alora, along with Twitch the bunny. Who commands who? Honestly, it's hard to tell sometimes.
We do know that at least one of them is incoherent.
Yeah. But yeah, it does seem like at least sometimes that Alora, that Alora Lynn, ah, that Alora listens to Twitch chat. But yeah, apparently Alora wants to find a special star or whatever to open a portal out of the realm. It's like, is this another pocket dimension thing going on? Like, it's like, other realms. Like, is this just a case of it just being really far away and have to travel through portal, or like I said, like a pocket dimension thing, like the trading post? Like, we got all this dimensional shenanigans going on, and we haven't really got a clear explanation. So yeah, Allura's been mind whamming the ponies of the village to into like false. Oh right, the ponies of the village, they're called uh aurora corns. And like when they're all happy together, it causes like these stellar flares or whatever, or like that. I guess Allura can, or the aurora corns can draw star things from. The mechanics of it all are all kind of vague. But yeah, apparently Laura has like a mesmerizing voice that like she can make you see things just by speaking to you. Ah yes, so Laura is a politician. Uh, Not too easy. Yeah,
Or at least at this point in this, or at least at this point in the special, the place operates under Romanovian laws.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's this whole thing like, oh yeah, she stole the town MacGuffin. That means she's the leader now. Except it was never the relic that was doing the mind whammy, and like she can just do that naturally. I'm pretty sure. Uh, but yeah, eventually, the main group and their new friends have to work together to defeat this new big bad. And yeah, it turns out the snow's really, really magical. I mean, to the point where it's like, if someone who's been mind whammy trips and falls into the snow, well, whoops, they're cured now. At least until they get whammied again. It's like it's not a permanent cure. It's like temporary. Basically, just acting as a nullification. That's right. Once again, the big bad was defeated. Oh right, yeah, the big bad was defeated once more with a musical number. This time with snowballs. But yeah, so Laura makes a strategic retreat, swearing to get them next time. Urgh. And yeah, but so yeah, like okay, time to go home. Whoops, portal's gone. Huh. Oh hey, that town MacGuffin. That's the thing Alora was looking for the entire time that she had but didn't realize. So yeah, it opens a portal. The town leader gives it to Misty to hold on to it, also so they can travel back and forth. And one of their new friends decides to join with them because like they've always wanted to see the outside world. So yay, new friend. Also, oh, adding another guy to the friend group. Ooh. add one more guy, and that evens up the gender ratio, if you count Sparky. Hey, it's like, okay, Misty. Oh, right, I forgot Misty was added, so that skews it even more towards the female end. So, yeah, we'd need two more guys. In my defense, Gen 4 was a lot slower in expanding the main cast. Uh, but yeah, it's like, okay, interesting. Oh yeah, so like, yeah, Allura and Twitch follow them back through the portals. Like, oh no, she managed to get to a different realm without having to actually do the thing. It's like, oh. So I guess the portal opens on a timer. It's like, okay, open the portal. It'll be open for yeah, a couple hours. You know, at least that's what it seems like. Because it stayed open long enough for Allura and Twitch to get through after they left. Because like they were hurt, or the town pony is talking about like, oh yeah, those those out of towners sure were nice. Good thing they managed to make a portal home. And to be fair, that village probably wasn't the best place for Allura to try to take over. Now that we know that that the snow just nullifies it all, like, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, the portal. It was like the new Together tree that first opened the portal. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, back in Gen 4, it was like the Tree of Harmony or whatever. I guess in the time between generations, it decided to branch out a bit. Yes, I know I'm horrible. Thanks. I'll be here next week. So yeah, we got a presumably we have a, if not new main cast member, then like a new supplementary cast member. And yeah, the new villain. And yeah, and then we head straight into the YouTube episode, which I guess takes place a few weeks later. And yeah, I got a message from the town. It's like, oh hey, yeah, we're holding this big party. You're all invited. Gonna be great. Come on over. It'll be fun. So they open the portal, head through, get all dressed up and everything, go to the party. And apparently there's this fortune telling booth. But something seems off. Sunny keeps hearing this purring sound. Sounds similar to that villain we just defeated. But everyone's like, it, you're imagining things. It's nothing. But as the night goes on, she keeps hearing that purring. Again and again and again. And then she hears it one more time, and oh hey, it's Sparky's stomach grumbling. Oh yeah, silly Sonny, you've been worrying about nothing. So they go home, and looking at them from the rooftop is Alora and Twitch, welcoming them back home. So, was Sunny just hearing things, or was Alora following them and just decided to screw with Sunny a bit? Could go either way. Oh yeah, at the end of the special, yeah, I guess Alora has a brother that I guess she works for or something. We don't see him; we just hear his voice. Basically, calling her out on like, "You fool! You had the thing you were looking for the entire time." So yeah, don't know what's going on with that. Maybe her brother has been imprisoned somehow, and she's trying to free him. That seems like the kind of villain motivation that would happen, you know? And has to collect magical energy, some sort of magical MacGuffin of some sort. Something, steal all the magic of Equestria. I don't know. That seems to be the go-to these days.
And you'll never guess what just hit me. Nora! Nora!
Eh.
To never again walk on a summer's day with a hot wind in your face and a warm hand to hold. Oh, yes, I'd kill for that.
Ah, okay. Just looking at the wiki. Okay, so as our new villain, we have Julie Lemieux. Lemieux. It looks kind of Frenchy, so I don't know. I mean, Canadian. I mean, eh. Okay, clearly the Gen 5 wiki is not the page to go to for proper links. The main wiki. Okay. Credits. That's just the one for the first English. Seriously? Secrets of Starlight cast. Okay, let me highlight that search. Okay, so she. Oh, huh. she did some voicing for some of the Sailor Moon movies. I'm going to assume, or possibly assume that, huh? I don't know. The problem with that is like, was it the new dub or the old dub? It was the old dub. Okay, just checking. Anything else? Because I assume we're going to be hearing this voice for a while. Huh. Yeah, nothing I've really watched. Wait a minute.
Her
Oh,
singing,
hey, Cyber Chase.
there are some names I recognize though. Rupert, K-Bears, Spider. Max Ruby. Busy Town Mysteries, Redwall.
Hmm.
JoJo Circus, Jacob Tutu, Teledrama. Bakugan. Cat in the Hat and All About That. Angel Nakata, Really Curly Holy. The recent Spectre Head series, Busy World Richard, Scary, Wild Crits, Paperblade Arthur, Sophie Show.
Yeah. And of course, possibly joining the main cast is Corey Duran as Comet. Now, Corey, okay, most of the stuff I don't know, but apparently he has played a few trains now and then. And the leader of the village, Violet Frost, played by Evany Rosen, who I assume will possibly be a somewhat recurring character. Uh, train. I mean, it's a Thomas series, so I assume they play a train. Hotel Transylvania, the series.
Vampire Adventures Badoo.
And doesn't look like we. Oh. Oh, and Twitch has the same voice as Sparky. And no voice listing for the mysterious brother. So, yeah. At least according to the Gen 5 MLP fandom wiki. And I know it's like, people are like, oh, don't use fandom. It's like, okay, I literally just Googled Secrets of Starlight cast. And it's like, doesn't give me much to work with.
Credit card apparently wasn't helpful either.
Yeah. I mean, it may be possible that it's one of those cases where that they don't plan for him to show up for a while, so the permanent voice may not be set in stone yet.
Sounds about right.
kind of like when Thanos showed up at the end of the first Avengers movie, looked way different than when he did later on. That except, voice. Because I imagine the whole thing with the brother, if it is the case of being imprisoned and has to be freed, will probably act as more of an arc finale character. And now I'm wondering if that is the case, it'll be one of those things where it's like, thank you. Now you've outlived your purpose. And then they have to team up, and it's like, hey, I don't know. That probably won't be happening for at least another year or two.
We'll see what comes up. Still can't help but think of Freeze, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can only beg your forgiveness and pray that you hear me somehow, someplace where a warm hand rests.
Uh, but yeah, that was the beginning of the new story arc. It was pretty good. Like, got a new villain, although like it did start off with her being defeated in the first showing, so like, ooh, not a good look. But now that it's like, oh yeah, we don't have to worry about her again. She can basically act without being detected. Like, they don't think they have to worry about her, so like she can do whatever as long as she keeps it quiet. Mind you, they also thought the opening was finished partway through partway through that arc, and it's like, oh no, no, yeah, Opaling's still around. But yeah, it's like, now the question is, what is she looking for? Like, obviously trying to do something for her brother, but it's like, yeah, there's the whole mind control illusion thingy, but that seemed to be more of a means to an end than like, just, I mean, I guess she just wanted like, yeah, I do rule over this village, but like, it's so small and so snowy. Can't I find a portal out of here and so I can take over some sort of large tropical nation or something? Something where the climate is nicer or something. I don't know. Again, this is only one special and a YouTube short to run off of. Yeah, not bad. So, your thoughts on the two things?
Well, it's turned reference to a more recorded introduction for Mel. The best thing to come up with is a combination of scores introduction as well as discovery filter singing. Strange thing never hit me too recently, but this is actually a nice transition to the slightly more festive time of year.
True, true.
With the voice direction we're going for, I couldn't help, since I've been watching some clips lately, there are things like, I'll turn him into a flea, and then I'll put that flea in a box, and I put that box inside another box, and I mail that box to myself, and when it arrives, I smash it with a hammer!
Yeah.
At some point I couldn't help but imagine if I ever find a Twitch coherence moments, it would be something to Petrocorp. Of course, I would have completed the set.
Yep.
Always good to see them branching out a little bit more in terms of creatures and designs.
Yeah.
Family Teas, I feel to be a bit of a hook.
Mm-hmm.
Quite surprised how one of those had both terms of applications, not just a party roll, but also the fortune teller's tool.
Yeah.
And so I suspect I better delivery of the whole trust in your instincts from season 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, big question solved, but now it's going to get interesting again on a more different note.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now for the news. So this past week we had the Video Game Awards, and okay, I didn't really watch it myself. I watched one part of it, and that was the Old Gods of Asgard performance of Herald of Darkness. Like I haven't played the Alan Wake games, but that part of Alan Wake 2 really makes you want to try. But yeah, so they announced new N64 games for Nintendo Switch Online, including 1080 Snowboarding, Harvest Moon 64, and Jet Force Gemini. Speaking of the Game Awards, apparently the winners were told to wrap it up during their rush to acceptance speeches. Yeah, the Game Awards are getting a bit of flack for how they've been handling the actual awards portion. Like apparently for the awards, like Okay, yeah, hurry it along. We have celebrities to put on stage to promote stuff. And world premieres and all that fun stuff.
And of course, you're familiar with other award shows. They'll introduce categories and nominees and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Game Awards basically rushed through a lot of those, from what I've heard. We got the Resident Evil 4 immersion trailer for yeah, PS5, PSVR 2. Ooh, Warhammer 40k a Rogue Trader now available for PC and consoles. Okay. The Goblin Slayer Tactics JRPG shows off characters, gameplay, and reveals its ending song. Oh wow, Goblin Slayer getting a tactics game. Okay, different. Apparently, there's gonna be some multiverses Happy Meal toys. It's like, oh wow, multiverses. Haven't heard from about that in a while. VGA Game of the Year Baldur's Gate 3 developers have no plans for a DLC. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League offline story mode has been announced, arriving 2024. The FTC is urging the US Appeals Court to reject the Microsoft Activision merger. Got an announcement trailer for Visions of Mana. Like, oh hey, a new Mana game. Been a while.
Hopefully, this one will be a bit more accepted by certain people.
Yeah. We finally got the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, and it achieved 90 million views in 24 hours. Apparently, a former Rockstar dev claims that the GTA 6 trailer scenes are all done in-game. Aha. I'll believe it when it happens. Because we've heard that line before in the past. Got a preview for Asgard's Wrath 2. I believe I got that free with my Quest 3, actually. Now the question is, will I ever actually play it? We'll see. Oh yeah, so GTA 6. They're returning to Vice City. So, okay, returning area, sure. Cool. Among Us VR launches on PlayStation VR 2. Wait, what? Okay, need to look into this one. Oh, yeah. So apparently, players of Street Fighter 6 are getting irritated that the costume prices are so high and there isn't a bundle option. It's like, yeah, the costumes cost more than the game. Oh Oh yeah, so GTA 6. Apparently Rockstar didn't announce a PC version in its press release, mentioning only the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X/S. I give it half a year at most. Dragon Age Dreadwolf will be fully revealed in summer 2024. Also, the official Steam page is available now. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is now available for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, cool. More Dragon Quest. Back to the lack of PC announcement for GTA 6. Apparently, there's no technical reason Rockstar can give for why a PC version isn't arriving with the console release. They probably just want to stagger the release so that people may end up double dipping. Like with Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. Although if Kingdom Hearts ever does eventually come to Steam, that'll be a triple dip for me. Apparently, Peter Griffin and Solid Snake are coming to the Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 1 Battle Pass. City Skylines 2 boss says it, quote, just might not be for you in response to criticism. Am I out of touch? No, it must be my customers. Uh, so yeah, if you bought any TV shows on PlayStation, yeah, you might not have them anymore. Yeah, because apparently, I guess their deal with Discovery TV ran out, and yeah, they basically deleted all of that. And it's not a case of like, oh, you just can't buy it anymore. It's even if you bought it, you can't watch it anymore. Ooh, the Kizumonogatari Kyoyomi Vamp compilation film reveals its new visual and trailer. Okay. The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic anime reveals theme songs and a January 5th debut in a new promo video. So it's like, wrong way to use healing magic. I'm just imagining like the person's healing magic being so powerful, it causes an it causes an underflow glitch, basically dealing enough damage to kill whatever it's used on. Like, I'm trying to heal you. No, not again. uh, Toonami will be airing the Attack on Titan Final Chapters Part 2 anime on January 6th. Hochu Otsuka joins cast of a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life anime. It's like, do you know how little that title narrows it down? It's like, we have had so many VR MMO animes. Dot Hack, Sword Art Online. Uh, what was that? What was that name? It was also popular. Log Horizon, among others. Uh, One Piece film Red Singer, Ado. I'm not. They're gonna be performing in London in a London concert in March 2024. So we finally have more information on the new DBZ Budokai game, Dragon Ball Sparking or Sparking Zero. So yeah, I think the Sparking thing was like the original Japanese name for this series, whereas we got the Budokai name or something like that. Ooh. Detective Conan vs. Kid the Phantom Thief compilation film screens in Japanese cinemas on January 5th. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing it's going to be putting together several of the episodes that had stuff. Although apparently it'll be adding new clips for the first encounter in episode 76. Okay, interesting. Not what I was expecting. Hmm. Now, where's that Lupin vs. Kid movie that was advertised? We've been waiting years for that. Ooh, a sentence of a bookworm light novels get more anime by Wit Studio. Nice. Like I've been following that series just because like it's different from the sort of like with this one. So they're not trying to save the world or anything. It's I love books. What do you mean there's no books? Shit, I have to make my own books. It's like it's so different. Uh, the 2023 Saturn Awards nominate the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Suzume, and the Chainsaw Man anime. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Kaleus Dream anime reveals English dubcast and I guess its premiere date. Ooh. The Evangelion anima light novels get an English audiobook. Get English audiobooks narrated by Tiffany Grant. Okay, interesting. Huh. Yeah, Evangelion anima is like yet another one of those Evangelion AU stories. Like by this point, there's been half a dozen, and it's like how they all tie together. It's like is confusing because like I'm pretty sure the rebuild series of movies is basically kind of a reboot slash sequel to the original anime. Honestly, I don't know if anyone's been noticing, but there's been a lot of this stuff where it's like, oh yeah, original creator going back to this series that they created way back and and like, oh yeah, we're rebooting it. But really it's like, okay, starts off similar enough, but then it goes off the rails. Yeah, it's like rebuild of Evangelion, Final Fantasy VII Remake, the Scott Pilgrim anime. It's been a thing that's been happening more often lately, like the subversive reboot. 100 x Hunter manga gets a second stage play in March 2024. Okay, sure. I mean, the manga hasn't updated in like how many years now? Or like, has he put out a new chapter lately? Seriously, dude just needs to just like he needs to just like okay, here's here's the scene, here's what they're saying, you draw it. Because like the guy is great. Don't get me wrong. Like he created Yu Yu Hakusho, but clearly his body can't handle the work anymore. Like there comes a time where you just need to admit that you have to start delegating your work to others. The Rascal Does Not Dream franchise gets anime adapting the university student arc. Oh, another anime getting its second stage play adaptation. Is it also in March? Mononoke. Gundam Silver Phantom VR animation reveals a key visual, as well as the Gundam Requiem for Vengeance animation's second teaser, with an announcement of a Netflix global debut. Seriously, this is an actual title? Okay. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You anime cast Sumire Uesaka. Now, I shouldn't be surprised anymore with anime titles. It's like, apparently, Seven Seas Entertainment is releasing the manga in English. The Pretty Series franchise is getting a new TV anime next April. The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil anime unveils 2 new cast members and a July 8th premiere. And I think I saw something regarding that, maybe on Facebook. Ah, yes, one of the announced cast members is Masako Nozawa herself. If you don't know who that is, that's the Japanese voice of Goku and Gohan and Goten, Vegito, Gotenks, Gogeta, Bardock. Basically, if it has any form of Gohan, Goku, or Goten in it, she voiced them. So yeah, that is a big acquisition for that show. Seventh Time Loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life anime cast Shinosuke Tachibana. Wow, there was a lot of anime announcements lately. Jeez. Uh, da, da, da. Loud House is ending on February 1st of 2024. My thought was like, wow, Loud House was still going on? Zoo PD is in the works at Fox. The animated comedy follows the police force stationed inside the 8th best zoo in California in attempts to handle unruly customers and improve the park. We got an update on Coyote vs. Acme. Apparently, Paramount has made a bid for it for a 2024 theatrical release. Amazon still hasn't made a bid, but is still considering. Warner Brothers are expecting to get over $70 million for the film, according to Deadline. Got a new look at Angel Dust and Husk in Hazbin Hotel. It'll be premiering on Prime Video on January 19th. Let me take a look. Not bad. Actually, there's been a lot of new looks at the characters for Hazbin Hotel. Jack Black says that the song Peaches from the Super Mario Bros. Movie almost never happened. Quote, they had this idea late in the game. What if Bowser sings a song? The film directors were like, we got this little nugget, and they sent over this little 20-second song.
So cool.
Huh. So I mentioned the Scott Pilgrim anime earlier. Apparently, it was nominated for Best Animated Series at the 2024 Critics' Choice Awards. Fiona and Cake has been renewed for season 2 at Max. Okay, so apparently the Critics' Choice Awards nominees for Best Animated Series are Bluey, Young Love, Harley Quinn, Bob's Burgers, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, and Star Trek Lower Decks. Disney and Pixar's Soul, Turning Red, and Luca will be releasing in theaters in 2024. Luca releasing on March 22nd, Turning Red on February 9th, and Soul on January 12th. Because those were the movies that came out during, the bad times. Archer Season 14 will stream on Netflix in international regions on December 15th. It's unknown whether Netflix will get the full final season or just the first half. Alvin and the Chipmunks has come to an end after 5 seasons. The plans for seasons 6 and 7 were likely scrapped. I didn't even know that was a thing. Across the Spider-Verse has won Best Animated Film at the 2023 Atlantic Film Critics Circle Awards, and also Best Animated Film of the Year by the Michigan Movie Critics Guild. The Amazing World of Gumball Season 7 likely remains in active development. A background artist and 2D key animator have joined the Season 7 production team, according to their LinkedIn. Dove Cameron has this to say about the failed Powerpuff Girls live action pilot. Quote, I loved, and that was one of the most fun things, and I think whatever you thought it was going to be, it wasn't going to be that. It was very campy, very sexy, and very fun. Okay, first off, I know they're supposed to be older in this, but using the word sexy to describe the Powerpuff Girls is just kind of, yeah, that I
I get the feeling there's a Michael Bay and original Lola Bunny approach here.
probably. Oof. Apparently, some actors are being thrown off the SAG-AFTRA health insurance because residuals don't count as earnings for seniors. That's harsh. Keanu Reeves' home has been robbed by burglars who stole one firearm. Huh. Why is part of me thinking, like, this is some sort of setup for a new Cyberpunk DLC, is it? Because, I mean... oh, God. This post on Twitter. John Wick Chapter 5 confirmed. uh... Bob Odenkirk's Lucky Hank has been cancelled by AMC after one season. Sean Gunn has been cast as Maxwell Lord in James Gunn's DCU. And if you don't know who Maxwell Lord is, well, back in the day, he was like a rich dude who was the financial backer for the Justice League. And then stuff happened, and I guess he got mind control powers and killed the Ted Kord version of Blue Beetle. And that set off a whole story arc with Booster Gold. But now we have like the current Blue Beetle, who seems like, okay, this is Blue Beetle. Like, who's Ted Kord? I don't know. Uh, yeah. I was briefly following DC Comics around Infinite Crisis.
Also, there was an affair with Martian Manhunter. If Lewis is still a creditable source.
Yeah. Jordan Peele is working with Hideo Kojima on their new horror game, OD, starring Hunter Schafer and Sophia Ellis. J.K. Simmons will star in Clint Eastwood's Juror Number 2 alongside Nicholas Hoult and Toni Collette. The film follows a murder trial where a juror realizes he caused the victim's death and must decide whether to manipulate the jury or reveal the truth. Hideo Kojima's documentary film, Hideo Kojima Connecting Worlds, releases in spring on Disney+. Starring George Miller, Guillermo del Toro, Norman Reedus, Nicholas Winding Refn, Grimes, Woodkid, Churches, Mamoru Oshii, Shinji Mikami, and Shinya Tsukamoto. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla releases on December 12th. It'll be a free DLC. Monster Hunter Wilds has been announced, releasing in 2025. Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay. Got the first trailer for Light No Fire from No Man's Sky developer Hello Games, described as the first real open world something without boundaries, including multiplayer. Okay. The Last of Us won best adaptation at the Game Awards. Sega has announced 5 new games: Shinobi, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, and Streets of Rage. I mean, Streets of Rage isn't too out there because didn't we have a new Streets of Rage game in the last couple of years? So that's still somewhat recent as far as the franchise goes. But Jet Set Radio's been dead since what the Dreamcast. Golden Axe since I don't want to say if there was a PS2 game or was that Altered Beast? Maybe that was both. I don't know. Sega was weird during the PS2 era. Crazy Taxi, I believe that was Dreamcast again, and Shinobi. I don't know. Genesis? Maybe there were some other titles later on, but yeah.
Still get the feeling it's going to be welcomed, given a lot of people will, given there are some people who often say Sega oversaturates their mascot.
Fair. Oppenheimer will not be nominated for best visual for best visual effects at the Oscars. It didn't even end up in the top 20 finalists. The finalists for best visual effects at the 2024 Oscars include Across the Spider-Verse, Godzilla Minus One, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Creator, Rebel Moon Part 1, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Marvels, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, The Boys in the Boat, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, Napoleon, Naiad, Poor Things, Society of the Snow, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, and Wonka. Disney is considering adding shopping and gaming components to Disney Plus. Okay.
One side is not too far. Not too far off. They were given interactive stories or digital choose your own adventures, basically, have been becoming a thing.
Yeah. Emma Myers has been cast in the live-action Minecraft movie. Warner Brothers and A24 have signed a deal to bring all past and future A24 films to Max exclusively after their theatrical debuts. A tribute to Kevin Conroy is included on the Nintendo Switch release for Batman Arkham Trilogy. HBO shows set for release in 2025 include Euphoria Season 3, The Last of Us Season 2, It prequel Welcome to Derry, The White Lotus Season 3, and Just Like That Season 3. So, Lego Fortnite, that's a thing. The Time Person of the Year for 2023 is Taylor Swift. Wes Ball says he wants his live action Legend of Zelda movie to be like a live action Miyazaki movie. So, the current slate of, well, not current, but like some current releases, well, releases for 2025 now includes GTA 6, Avatar 3, The Batman 2, Fantastic Four, possibly Shrek 5, Superman Legacy, and the live action Minecraft movie. Apparently, Maleficent 3 is in the works. SpongeBob and Patrick will be co hosts for Nickelodeon's Super Bowl event and will be helped by Sandy Cheeks holding forth from the sidelines, Larry the Lobster providing live commentary, and Dora the Explorer and Boots discussing penalty calls when they arise. Yeah, sure. Okay. Anthony Starr says he was open to returning as Homelander in Mortal Kombat 1. Hugh Grant says he hated playing an Oompa Loompa in Wonka. Quote, I couldn't have hated the whole thing more. It states it was because the mocap was like a crown of thorns, very uncomfortable.
I have no idea exactly which particular version of the suit he might have gone for. Having seen all of this myself, I can probably make a best guess it wasn't the one where you have to have the dots painted on your face.
Ah,
I mean, I guess the headgear is also. I mean, I guess the headgear can be kind of a hassle, but don't think it would. Don't think it would have been that.
yeah. Nicolas Cage says he may have 3 or 4 movies left before he leaves film to try TV instead. Quote, I feel I've pretty much said what I've had to say with cinema, and I'd like to leave on a high note and say adios. That's fair. Sabretooth and Toad will appear in Deadpool 3. Adam Driver says he is reminded every day that he killed Han Solo. Quote, not every day, but yeah, it used to be more, but now it's probably once a month somewhere. Sometimes I'm gonna have to rewind. The OG Fortnite map will return again in 2024. Gonna rewind that. There we go. I feel this might be a longer one than usual, just with all the awards and stuff. All right, the other site. Right. Yeah, we had the Doctor Who specials. That's all sorts of spoilery stuff that I'm trying to. Like, I've already been spoiled on some stuff, but like I do want to watch it for myself at some point. Uh,
First look, Godzilla Kong, New Empire. First looks House of the Dragon, Season 2. Dune 2 was another film to get promotions at Comic Con Brazil. So, by Kevin Feige's way of thinking, the only option at this point, if another Iron Man movie is yet to be made at some point, would have to be another one of those infinity in-betweeners. Also, the case was watching TV until I started made me watch Breaking Bad. Find series magnificent, but now wants to act in TV shows. So that explains a bit. The next Alien Gold, I believe. Zac Efron will get a star on the Walk of Fame.
That name sounds familiar.
I took a look at old pictures with new ones, and wow, he has developed since High School Musical.
Oh yeah, Zac Efron, everyone's favorite fan pick for live action Light Yagami. Ooh. Apparently, Marvel has settled the fight over Spider-Man and Doctor Strange riots with Steve Ditko's estate. Okay. Apparently, they reached a settlement. Expected stipulation of dismissal with prejudice. Basically, reading that as like Marvel going like, "Okay, we'll pay you money. Stop complaining."
Black Spirit nominees this year. Natalie Portman and Hathaway. And just gonna do Taylor. No Gavin, Sterling K. Brown. Marin Island. Christopher nominees. Everyone Tree.
So apparently, Doom has celebrated its 30th anniversary.
Look at Crown Succession. Last of Us. Streety Worlds. First look at Eisenberg's Real Pain, which Kieran Culkin starts. Cousins travel to Poland after your grandmother dies, see where she came from, and end up joining a Holocaust tour.
Oh. So speaking of the Doom 30th anniversary, apparently John Romero released a new set of Doom levels. Yeah, new episode Sigil 2, basically episode 6 of the game. Wow, 30 years later and it's still getting new content.
New looks and first looks for the Colin Farrell Penguin series. the best films of the year, according to National Board Review. Point Heron, Ferrari, Coast of Fly Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer. Poster for Tiger's Apprentice, Michelle Yeoh, Sandra Oh, Liu. February 2nd on Paramount Plus. Most specials of the year, according to American Film Institute. Abbott Elementary, Bear, Last of Us, Bernie Show, Riders in the Building, Succession. On page 50, G5 number 20. Pick of number 5 released. Another character on this list, playbook of Parade Villains. Peak High. Charles wins in Utah and Phoenix. Fast and Black top 3 is in both cases. Probably going to turn towards Scarable Diva Project. And our contact closer returning service to Phoenix. State Source has your card indicated as Express. PSP recommending backup cameras for maintenance machinery. US Canada putting together a competition for producing missions. Best relocated for ready for Ohio move. SP-3709, mainline debut Campo. First issue for a train lift exclusive light edition mine prototypes. Computer trains. Age of Steel can use the T10. Two days following running at the Wicked Path. One's already passed, the other next Sunday. 5, proof to your service. And Arknell's 3 cards from his family of Earth Roberts, Pioneer Society Magazine, Gene Trackside Guide, Harrisfield Station Kid Felix, Abby Holly, One Life to Live, Edgar Swallow Jr., DuPont, Andre Faye Friedman, Leonard's Fish Victims Unit, Walker Texas Ranger, MJ Peterson, Oregon Supreme Court 7993, Shiba, birthday, Norman Lear, Sanford and Son, Crisis Victims Across the Atlantic, and Right Any Bones, 0210, Disparate Housewives.
But yeah, next week should be good.
And actually, I got an interesting setup for the rest of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Until we get to recipes. Stay safe, stay well, get back. Let's pray. Hopefully, we'll see you